Hello and welcome to this advanced yoga flow. I'm Charlie and I'll be your guide. Let's get started at the top of the mat. Step the feet together. On an inhale, reach the arms up and bend the knees to come to chair pose. Aligning the knees over the heels. Drawing the belly into the spine, sinking the hips down. Take a full breath in here. And on your exhale, fold forwards. Begin to pedal out the legs. Draw the chin in towards the chest to lengthen the back of the neck. And find any movements here that allow you to release any tightness or tension. And then planting the hands, step back into plank pose. Pressing away from the ground, gaze in between the thumbs, holding steady. Keep drawing the navel towards the spine, keeping the core nice and tight. And taking a full breath in, exhale, knees down. Lower all the way down to your belly. And bring the forearms to the mat for Sphinx Pose. We'll begin with a gentle back bend here. Roll the shoulders back. Open the chest. Then press your way back up to tabletop and come into plank pose. Open out into side plank on the left. Lower the left knee to the mat and reach the right arm overhead for a side body stretch. Turn the chest skywards and deepen your breath. Inhale here. Exhale to come back into plank. Open out into side plank on the right, reaching the left arm up. Lower the right knee down and reach the left arm overhead. Turning the chest to the sky, breathing steady. Inhale here. And with your exhale, come back into plank pose. Lift the hips and find your way into downward dog. Taking the next 5 breaths here as you pedal out the legs. Spread the fingers wide and press through each fingertip, knuckle pad, and the heels of both hands. And then finding stillness here. Lengthening the spine. Inhale, raise the right leg high, keeping the hips square. With an exhale, bring the knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg back up. Exhale, bring the knee to the right arm. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, bring the knee across the body to the left arm. Inhale, back up last time. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. And reach the arms up. Coming into high lunge. Press down through the feet. And reach up with the arms, keeping the chest open. Inhale here. Exhale, open the back foot out. Find warrior 2. Relax the shoulders. Keep the front knee stacked over the ankle. On an inhale, lean back. Reverse warrior. Finding a side stretch down the right side of the torso. And then coming back through warrior 2 now. Bring the right forearm to the knee and reach the left arm overhead, coming into a supported side angle. Stretching the left side of the torso, reach through the left arm. Come back up into Warrior Two. Plant the hands on the mat and lift the right foot, keeping the knee bent. Straighten that leg back and lower down through a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale as you come through to upward facing, pressing away from your mat. And exhale, bring chin to chest, lift the hips high, come to downward facing. Take a breath to settle in and reset. Inhale, lift the left leg high, keeping the hips square. Exhale, bend the knee and bring knee to nose. Inhale, lift the leg back up. Exhale, bring the knee to the left arm. Inhale, back up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring the knee across the body to the right arm. And taking it back up one last time, inhale. Exhale as you step the foot forwards and reach the arms up to come to high lunge. Beautiful. Press down through the feet as you reach up with the arms. Take a deep breath in here. And with your exhale, open out the back foot. Find Warrior Two. Relax your shoulders. Let the legs do the work here. On an inhale, reach up and lean back for Reverse Warrior. Stretching the left side of the torso. On an exhale, coming back through Warrior Two, bringing the left arm to the leg, reach right arm overhead, feel supported side angle. Deep breath in, exhale out. Come back to Warrior Two, plant the hands. Lift the left foot and straighten the leg back. Keep the foot lifted as you lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale to come to Upward Facing Dog. And exhale, Downward Facing Dog. On an inhale, gaze forwards, and with your exhale, jump feet to hands for forward fold. With your inhale, begin rounding the spine, roll all the way up to stand. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, coming back into chair pose now, sinking the hips down. Bring hands into prayer heart center. And twisting to your right, bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Find a place to focus your gaze as you hold your pose. Looking down for balance, step the left foot back, holding it here. Press down through the feet for stability. Staying in the twist, slowly lower the back knee down, hold it there. Rolling the right shoulder back to twist even deeper. And release. Reach the arms up as you untwist. Inhale here. Exhale, twist open to the right, open the arms out to a T. And then reach to take a hold of the back leg as the left arm reaches up. Opening the chest to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, come back up. Untwist the body. Lower the hands to the mat and begin to straighten out the front leg to come to a half split. Flexing the front foot to deepen the stretch and folding in here. Slowing down the practice for a few moments to reconnect with our breath. Beautiful, bending the front knee now. Plant the hands and take it all the way back to three-legged down dog, lifting the right leg high. Opening the hip here, pressing through the hands. Lower the foot down to the mat. Taking a few breaths to reset. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, jump forwards. Come to forward fold. Inhale, begin rounding the spine, roll all the way up to stand, relaxing the shoulders down the back. Coming back into chair pose, sink the hips down. And bring the hands into prayer at heart center and twist to your left, hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And as we transition, look down for balance. Step the right foot back, holding it there. Staying strong in the legs. Roll the left shoulder back to twist deeper. And slowly lower the back knee down, staying with the pose. Beautiful. Slowly untwist now and reach the arms up to lengthen the spine. Take an inhale here. With your exhale, twist left, open the arms out to a T shape. And then lean back. See if you can take a hold of your back leg as the right arm reaches overhead. Taking a deep breath in here. Exhale, come back through the twist. Come back through center. Plant the hands. And straighten out the front leg, coming into your half splits. Flexing the front foot and folding forwards now. Taking these next few breaths to reconnect. Slow down. Get present. Inhale, bend into the front leg. And then come all the way back into three-legged down dog, lifting the left leg high. Press down through the right heel and begin to open out the left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the left foot down to the mat. Press through the hands and the feet, lengthen the spine. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, jump to forward fold. Inhale, round through the back, roll all the way up to stand. Relax the shoulders. On an inhale, reach the arms up and slightly arch the back if it feels okay. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale and step back to plank pose. pressing away from the ground here. Lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale through Upward Facing Dog. And on your exhale, coming back into Downward Facing Dog. Ground down through the hands and feet and take a few steady, conscious breaths here. Inhale, lift the right leg high, opening out the hip. And begin to bend the knee, open the hip a little bit more, gaze under the left shoulder. Then bring the right knee to the outside of your right arm. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping into lizard. Lower the back knee down and settle in for the next 5 breaths. Coming into an arm balance now. Lift the back knee and begin to walk the hands closer to the body. Bending the arms, rest the back of the right leg on top of the right arm and lift the right foot. Lean your weight into your hands and begin lifting the back foot, finding balance here. Slowly extend the front leg for the full pose. Holding it here, staying really strong. And then meeting me back in 3-legged down dog. Lift the right leg high. And lower the foot back down. Taking a few breaths in downward dog to rest and reset. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Open out the hip. And then bending the knee to open the hip a little bit more. Begin to gaze under your right shoulder. See if you can find your toes. And from here, bring the left knee to the back of the left arm, holding it there for 5, 4, 3, stay strong for 2, and 1. Lower the left foot to the mat. Lower the back knee down, coming into lizard lunge, taking a breather here. Letting the hips sink down, keeping the chest nice and open. Then we'll set up for that arm balance again. Start by lifting the back knee, and then walk the hands in a little bit closer. Rest the left leg on the back of the left arm as you lift the foot, and then lean the weight forwards, lifting the back foot. Straightening out the left leg to come into the full pose. Staying strong, hold it there. And then meeting me back in a 3-legged down dog, lift the left leg high. And lower the foot down, coming back into downward dog. Pedaling out the legs, releasing any tension. On an inhale, round the back and ripple forwards into plank pose. And then open out into side plank on your left. Reaching the right arm up, stacking left shoulder over the wrist. Holding it here, keep pressing away from your mat. Then bending the right knee, lift the foot. And slowly step the foot forwards, lower the back knee down to come into low lunge. Let the hips sink down and reach the arms up. Let the front knee track past the ankle, maybe even coming into a back bend now, opening the chest to the sky. Amazing. Lower the hands down to the mat. Lift the back knee and take a hold of your right big toe. Shift the weight into the left hand and begin to lift the right leg high, coming into an extended side plank. Take your time as you come into the pose. Find your composure here. Staying strong, hold it there. And release, come back into side plank. Come back into full plank. And then we'll take it to the second side, coming into side plank on your right. Stacking the shoulder over the wrist, pressing away from your mat. Then bending the left knee, lifting the foot. With control, step that foot forwards as you lower the back knee down to come into low lunge. Sinking the hips down, reaching the arms up, maybe coming into a little back bend, opening the chest. Deepening your breath in these moments of stillness. Lower the hands down. Lift your back knee and take a hold of your big toe. And then shifting the weight into the right hand as you lift the left leg high, coming into your extended side plank. Press the foot into the hand, staying really strong here. And release. Come back into side plank. Lower the left hand to come to plank. And lower down through chaturanga. Untucking the toes here. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest, coming into cobra. Pulling the hands back to draw the chest forwards. Find your way into tabletop. Moving through cat-cow now. Inhale, lower the belly. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch the back, open the chest. Exhale, round and press away from the floor. Moving at the pace of your own breath a few more times like this. And then coming back into neutral. Walk the hands forwards, keeping the hips over the knees. Sink the chest down to come to puppy pose. Resting the chin or the forehead on the mat. Breathe deep. Lifting the chest, come back into tabletop. And then coming into a kneeling position now. Bring the hands to the backs of the hips. And begin to lift the chest on an inhale. As you exhale, begin arching the spine, sending the hips forwards as you open the chest. Tilting the head back if it feels okay for your neck. Bring the hands into prayer. Focus on squeezing the glutes, keeping the core tight for stability. Breathing steady. Very slowly, come back up, bringing chin towards chest. And then sit down on your heels. Reach the right arm out to the side and reach the left arm up and over to the right for a side body stretch. Keeping the chest open. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll switch, bending to the left side this time. Come back through center. And then walk the hands forwards, come back to tabletop. And lift the hips to find downward facing dog. Settling in for the next 5 breaths here. Lift the left leg high and open out the hip. With your exhale, bend the knee and bring the knee across the body to the right arm. Straighten out the leg and lower the foot. And then reach the right arm up and overhead to come into fallen star. Pressing away from the ground. Lifting the chest to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Bend the left knee to come into Pigeon Pose. Squaring off the hips before folding forwards. Settling into a deeper breath as we find stillness here. Allowing the body to soften into the pose. With every exhale, letting go of a little bit more tension. Inviting a little bit more softness. A little bit more surrender. Sitting back up now, walk the hands in close to the front leg. Then begin to edge your back knee in closer to the front foot. And come up into a half lotus chair position. Keeping the left ankle resting on the right knee. Bring hands into prayer and hold it here. Sinking the hips down in your imaginary chair. Finding a place to focus your gaze. Coming into an arm balance now, bring the hands to the mat. Rest the left leg on the back of the arms and lean forwards. And lift the back foot. Straining out the leg to come into flying pigeon. Staying really strong here, press away from the ground. When you're ready to come out, bring the knee in towards the left heel. Come back into your chair pose. And straighten out the leg, coming into a standing position. Bring the left foot into the right hip crease to come into your half lotus tree pose. Finding your drishti. Deepening your breath. Taking a moment to connect to ground. Release the left foot down to the top of the knee. Come back into your chair. Plant the hands. And then jump the right foot back into down dog. Release the left foot down. And take a few breaths here, pedaling out the legs, settling back in. On an inhale, raise the right leg high, open out the hip. And with your exhale, bring the knee across the body to the back of the left arm. Straighten out the leg, lower the foot, and reach the left arm overhead to come into your fallen star. Lifting the hips and the heart here. Inhale. And exhale, lower the left hand down, face forwards, and come into Pigeon Pose. Squaring off the hips, and then making a pillow with the arms as you come in and find rest, folding forwards. Come and sit back up, bring the hands close to the front leg. Then edge your back knee in closer to the front foot. Curl the toes and come up into a variation of chair pose, keeping the right ankle resting on a left knee. Bring the hands into prayer. Keep sinking the hips down as you hold it here. Coming into the arm balance now, bring the hands down to the mat. Rest the right leg on the back of the arms. Lean forwards and lift the back foot. Straightening out the leg to come into flying pigeon. Hold it there, stay really strong. And when you're ready, come back into your chair pose. Straighten out the left leg. And bring the right foot to the left hip crease to come into your half lotus tree pose. Keeping the hands in prayer, gaze focused, breath steady. Wonderful work. Bend the left knee, come back into chair. Plant the hands down and jump the left foot back into down dog. And then release the right foot down to the mat as well. Take a few moments here to pedal out the legs. Find any movements that feel good. Then coming into plank pose. Open out into side plank on your right, lifting the left arm up. Bend the left knee and place the foot behind you, opening out into wild thing. Lifting the hips and the heart, pressing away from the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back into side plank with control. Step the left foot forwards. Keep the back knee lifted. Open out the back foot to come into Skandasana. A beautiful transition. Bring hands into prayer at heart center. Sinking the hips down. Plant the hands on the mat. Step back into plank. And open out into side plank on the left side now. Stack the shoulder over the wrist. Bend the right knee and place the foot behind you as you reach the right arm overhead to come to Wild Thing. Press away from the ground, lifting the heart. Inhale here. Exhale out. Come through your side plank and step the right foot forwards to come through Lizard Lunge. Open out the back foot and sink the hips down, coming into Skandasana. Bringing hands into prayer, keeping the chest nice and open. Taking one final breath here. And at the end of your exhale, place the hands on the mat. Step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower down to the belly with control. Then bringing the hands out wide, coming up onto tented fingers. Roll the shoulders back and lift the chest for a wide cobra. Roll the shoulders back as you press through each fingertip. And then coming down with an exhale, press all the way back into Child's Pose. Rest the arms by your side. Invite the whole body to soften into the ground. Deepening the breath as you take rest here. Use your hands to press yourself up into a kneeling position. And then swing the legs round and come and lie down on the back. Hug your knees into the chest and take a gentle rock from side to side. Opening the knees out wide from modified happy baby. And bring the knees together. Keep the right knee hugged in, straighten out the left leg. And then drawing the right knee across the body to the left side, coming into a supine twist. Reaching the right arm out to the right side, gazing over the right shoulder. Inviting the body to relax now as we draw closer to the end of the practice. Slowly come back through center. Hug the left knee in to meet the right. And then straighten the left leg out. And draw the left leg across the body to the right side. Reach your left arm out to the left side and gaze over the left shoulder to come into your supine twist. Deepening the breath. Settling in. Rewarding yourself for your hard work with these moments of stillness. Coming back through center now. Hug the right knee in. And when you're ready, we'll release the legs all the way down to the mat. Settle in and find Shavasana. Spread the body out to take up space. Invite yourself to soften into the ground. And commit yourself to stillness. Begin to deepen the breath. Bring awareness back to your space. Start to wiggle out the fingers and the toes. With an inhale, reach the arms overhead, find a full body stretch. And on your exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Roll onto one side. And make your way back up to a comfortable seat. I'll meet you there. Keeping the eyes closed for now, rest the hands in your lap or on the knees. Sitting up nice and tall. Taking one last deep breath in here and out. Thank you so much for spending this time practicing with me. Namaste.